The winter continues and it's now early February. So let's follow David and Audrey through this cold grey period as they look forward to the onset of spring.
It's the 11th of February and I can't remember any gloomier days than this year. We've never had any sunshine for several days. Nothing's moving in the garden, it's just stagnation. It isn't bitterly cold, it's about 2 degrees, but with the wind in the east and blowing strong it feels much colder than that. It's raw and we've got drizzle at times, and if the temperature just dips another degree, it's a bit of rain and sleet. The snowdrops are doing fine, but the crocuses are really struggling because there's nothing moving on. It's just day after day of grey, cold weather. The only thing I'm going to do today is keep topping the bird feeders up. They're down now, so they are eating, even though we haven't a right lot of birds in the garden at present. As an amateur filmmaker and wildlife gardener, I found it very frustrating so far this year with the lack of subject matter which would add interest to the film. And of course, the cold damp weather has aggravated my aching joints. We've just got early signs of a primula trying to struggle through, and the odd crocus, which is really, it's stagnating because we've had no sun. Ever so slowly, the bluebells are pushing through. We are now past the middle of February, and our crocuses have slowly responded to the lengthening days. It's the 23rd of February and another date for our video diary. The frogs have sneaked in overnight and we've got our first clump of frogs spawned. Also, the daffodils have pushed through. It's now the first week in March, and with the feeling of warmer sunshine on our backs, we've muscled up a bit of enthusiasm to start cutting back and removing some of the winter thatch. The brighter, warmer days have definitely boosted our enthusiasm, and it's the first positive feeling that spring is finally on its way. The shreddings are added to our compost heap, and the remaining compost from last year is spread on our chosen garden areas to give the garden a bit of a natural boost. spawning has been a bit slow and disappointing this year. We've noticed a pair of blue tits showing interest in one of our nest boxes. And by sheer chance I spotted a wren probing around the margins of the pond. In our front scree garden, the first alpine flower has opened, and looking closer shows that we have ants in our scree garden. Today is the last sunny day. We've had several days where temperatures have been well above average. Tomorrow we're going to have a cold Arctic air plunge down from the north with temperatures 10 degrees colder than today. We've had only an average frog spawning. We've had poor results really, and we never see them during the day now. They're only out at night. But we've got several clumps and I think we've come to an end now. I've been looking at ponds up and down the area and they all seem to have spawned now, so that's about it this year. The sunshine's brought out all the crocus and we've had a good show this year, but compared to last year we're about 2 weeks behind. Even though this sunny weather's come, we're still 2 weeks behind. I've set up my trail camera for a couple of days. It's triggered off by a movement, and it's surprising the amount of action we miss, so it's a good indication the number of visits our pond attracts. What a beautiful morning. It's the 20th of March and it's the spring equinox. The wind's got round to the southeast and it's much warmer this morning. As I've looked round my scree garden, I found the first alpine flowers, the past flowers, and they've just about started to open. And within the next couple of weeks they'll be opening up all around my scree garden. Forsythia, a good indicator of our warmer days. It's the last week in March and the sun's out and it really does feel like a spring day. Down at the bottom of the garden, the last of the snowdrops are just about holding on. And here, this early purple saxifrage, which I rescued from the front garden a couple of years since, it's about at its best. It really is an Arctic alpine flower, and it's a relic from the old Ice Age, and it still grows on Fennigen and Ingleborough. At the top of the garden, the lesser celandines are really enjoying this warm sunshine. And in the pond, the first of this year's frog spawn has just about hatched, and the tadpoles are just starting to develop. We've had another leak on our pond and I've had all the foliage up at the side. I've put sand at the back of the liner and I've raised it up again, so hopefully when I put all this foliage back it'll be another problem solved. In a few weeks any disturbance will be covered by the spring foliage. The tadpoles are progressing, and in our scree garden, more past flowers are opening. In our main garden, new flowers are opening every day. It's the end of March and it's been the driest March for over 60 years. Over the last 2 months I found it difficult trying to find enough material to film for the garden diary. So now we're into April, things might be better, but I shan't be filming everything, only things that I think are worthwhile. So I might not be publishing every month, but I will certainly see you later on in late spring or early summer. Tomorrow it will be April and our garden will transform into a tapestry of colour as we progress through the month into May. At last, the work and management of our wildlife garden is rewarding us again, and now is the time to enjoy it and marvel at the regeneration of the seasons.